least looked good. Shall we mine?
Shall we mine?
Wait, I gotta get.
You're already mindless, so let's start mining.
Yeah. Gotta get the mining portion of this mindless episode in at some point.
Are you a Brit?
Wow, you
Embarrassing.
It's pushing me off. Oh, this is a good spot.
I'll choose you, Wall.
So, timer, anybody?
Hi.
Set Fabe. Fabe's got it.
You got it?
I don't have it. I just said hi to
Oh,
Poe.
I got it. Hold on.
No.
I took minutes right my full.
Thought he was saying
I
hi
got
to
it.
Timer.
I got it. I got it. Hold on.
Wait, what did I try to do?
How long do you usually do this? 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yeah.
Oh my god, it's one of those days.
And I washed you out.
Okay, timer going.
Alright.
Oh my
Hi.
god, diamonds already.
What? The episode's like 2 episodes long, or minutes long.
Holy, I just got like 17 diamonds.
What? Okay, we gotta start over. This isn't fair.
I got them all. Go away. Go away. Go away. Get out.
I'm assuming that's a poet because I didn't actually come mess with you.
Get out.
I think so too because he's not near me anymore. Oh, diamonds, Poet! You messed up your situation. Only
So
two
hi.
though.
Hi.
Hi.
Where are they?
You're digging in my area.
It was.
Ah.
So does anybody have anything to talk about? Like 1.9 maybe?
I was
This is a good
thinking we
time
could
to
maybe
vent.
talk about 1.9. It's been out long enough, we might have some actual thoughts on it
What?
at this
Do
point.
you have anything to say about 1.9?
I refuse to rant about it
Oh,
because
come on.
It's no
This is
use.
your chance. This is your chance.
Ooh, emeralds.
But I mean, it's been how long since the last update? Like, let's be honest.
Like a year.
Yeah.
yeah, about a year.
Or any. I think the gap's been bigger between 1.8 and 1.9 compared to 1.7, 1.8. I mean, 1.7,
It did
1.8
take
gap
forever
was
for
already pretty
1.8 to
long.
come out though too. I don't know.
Yeah.
They've been
I
working
think
on
this one
for
was
a
even
long
longer.
time. And they've had a lot of like, they've released all these things. So they've done bug testing and
Lots of snapshots.
lots of snapshots and
Yeah,
Then the pre-releases.
the
yet-
content itself, I could take or leave, but I am surprised that it made it to release and we still have tons of bugs. Like, what
Oh
was the
my
point of the
goodness.
Like,
year-long
tons
pre-release
of bugs,
cycle? And
though.
it's like, it still doesn't work? Why are we playing? Like, that
why
was
has this
surprising.
been released when we've got so many bugs still?
Yeah.
My only thought about it is that they must have just released it to just get it released.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm sure they'll continue to patch it and stuff like they always do, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's just...
But I
don't know.
mean, there's no way that they couldn't have played this and seen these. That one bug, the flappy sound when you have a carrot in your hand.
Or any food.
The fact that when you're in a boat, it crashes the game.
Does that
Yeah.
still
Does it?
happen?
Yeah, it did on me last night. I was.
Oh,
we were
wow.
They
going-
worked on the boats until the last moment, so they never really figured out the boats. And let's be honest, what would Minecraft be if boats were working?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we wouldn't even know what to do with
The
ourselves
horse-
if we
the
could actually use
horse bugs
boats.
were like are so bad now because even the mobs don't even look like they're riding the horses.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I noticed that with a Skelly the other day. That was
Yeah,
interesting.
with in one of my episodes, I didn't realize it when I was filming it, but when me and Wyn were watching it back, she was
It was
pointing
so
out
awesome.
that I was trying to shoot this skeleton and the arrows were going right through him.
Right.
you were
And
like-
meanwhile, the arrows from the skeleton were flying from the horse he was riding. That was in a completely different area. And so I don't know. It's little things like that. I kind of just have to wonder why.
Yeah, I mean, that's my only real complaint, because the content I could take or leave. I mean, honestly, nothing that got added really does much for me, but I also probably could have played the snapshots and then voiced my opinion at a point where it would have mattered, but...
At least they didn't release giant beavers or something and call it
At least we can rest soundly on that. you know?
I had no idea it was. The only thing I knew that was going to be added was the dual wielding. Everything else, I'd never even touched any of the snapshots. Never looked at any of the things. I knew sort of the rowboats and stuff, but I didn't even know about beats or
They
anything.
basically took all the pocket version stuff. Like the beats were already in the pocket edition for a while.
Yeah,
so
I
that's-
heard
Beats
that.
were in the like alpha Minecraft.
What are beats for though? Like you can make a
So-
soup and that's
It's
it?
just another food. It has no other qualities, which
I
I
is
think the only reason they added it is because it was an alpha item. Same
Was
with
it?
the beet soup, yeah. And
thought
they just
So
released
just
it
nostalgia.
as, you know,
Like, oh hey, nostalgia.
yeah, we have these on file. Why not use them?
Yeah.
Good idea. It'll make our update look more substantial.
I don't mind them. I mean, they don't take anything away, so why not?
yeah. I mean, but it doesn't add anything either. I don't know.
No, I don't really like soup foods because then you have the
It caters,
to deal with.
people who like farming stuff or to like have gardens in
Yeah,
their base.
I mean, yeah, it does.
some more variety. For
I always
them.
kind
I
of
don't-
look at it like, if like, does it add any actual gameplay? That like, would it extend the life of this game at all? And I don't know.
You can breed pigs.
Well, the dragon fight, it's definitely something like
Yeah.
that you are able to
You
defeat
can
them
have
again.
skeleton ones.
Yeah, and admittedly, I mean, we haven't really gotten to explore much of the end stuff yet, which
No,
I know
I can't
whereas a
wait.
lot of that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I can't complain too much, but I mean, like, all the stuff they added to the overworld, the igloos, I mean, we can't find them on the server anyway, but it's like, even if we could, okay, so you see it once and it's mildly interesting and then
Yeah,
you move
you
on.
Sort of like
and-
the desert temple. You've seen one and then you're like, all right, so
Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right, yeah, it's a neat thing. I can look at the screenshots online and get as much out of it as anything
Yeah.
else. Like,
That's
I
kind
don't
of
know.
yeah, exactly.
But it is nice that they have some more structures. I mean, it's cool if you find these things, if you explore. I mean, it's probably better if you don't know about them before you find them.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's really possible
I'd be
nowadays.
more
30 diamonds.
I'd be more for if they decided to like actually add some life to like the ocean or something. I mean, I know they added
Yeah,
guardians and stuff, but I
exactly.
still consume like there's squids. I don't know. I feel like they could and buff the
They added the
environment a
water
bit,
temples last update, which was kind of
Yeah.
a big deal.
but they're still
Like-
so isolated. It does very little overall.
Yeah, like if they added like even sharks or something, you know, it's
Okay,
just
but-
something.
I think it's actually a meme now that they should add sharks. Like that's
Oh.
been a request from people since Minecraft began.
Yeah, and I think
That's
unfortunately
exactly
they've
why
taken
they
the
tried to
tack.
come up with this new mob, the Guardian. They didn't
Yeah.
want to use just a shark, just a random animal.
Well, and they've
Yeah,
even
because
said
you know jellyfish are so not random.
squid.
Or I mean
There are no
squids. Yeah.
jellyfish. Oh.
I think I think they've even said if something's been done very well in a mod and
Crap.
it's been constantly requested, they're just not going to add it. I mean,
But they
said
added horses.
Yeah, but they even said like before when they started doing shields, people were talking about well maybe they're going to add. They even mentioned potentially adding like turtles or something to the game, but then like well we can't improve on the Mo Creatures version or whatever, so we're not going to do that. Or,
Or
I
they
don't
didn't want to pay the Mo Creatures people for their models or ideas.
know. Yeah,
Does
oh,
anybody
so-
have wood?
I have monster eggs.
Why don't you go down? No. I do have some wood, yes.
Yeah, I do too. I have a stack.
Huh,
Yeah.
if you silk touch monster eggs, they just end up as stone. It doesn't read any differently, which is
Right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious.
Curiouser and curious.
I don't know. I didn't know until I saw your episode, Poet, that they'd even added like skeletal horses and
I
stuff.
didn't know
So that
either,
was pretty
yeah.
cool. Because like
I
you
knew
guys,
that
I
it
haven't
was
messed.
a rare thing, but
Yeah, I
didn't
thought
know.
they were more rare. They only were supposed to spawn during thunderstorms. I mean,
Well, it
I
did.
tried to
I mean, it-
spawn
That
one-
is when it spawned.
Yeah, I
in,
mean, he had a strike of lightning and they showed up or whatever. So I mean, I think that's still he just
At
got
their
lucky
trap,
probably.
Basically, you see one and then you go closer and it triggers them, and that's the lightning strike, and it makes
Yeah.
more.
They
Sure.
they spawn in during a thunderstorm, 30% chance, I think.
Now, did yours despawn? I stopped by the stables and I didn't see it. Did you
We've
move
got-
it?
No,
Or?
none of them despawn. The skeletons did,
actually-
but the horses did
They are
not.
normal
Okay.
horses, just with another skin.
Got it.
So I mean,
Although I don't think they can breed with the others, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably
they
not.
can't breed, no. But here's my thought about it, is that a server like ours that's been around for years, if there's a 30% chance that they will appear during every single thunderstorm and they don't despawn,
Gonna have hundreds of them at some point.
we're gonna have hundreds of skeletal horses just all around the place eventually.
I mean, that wouldn't suck. I mean, nobody uses horses, but
Do they drop leather?
I don't know.
probably not.
Probably
Like
drop
drop
bone.
bones.
Yeah, bones and.
Do
yeah,
you think
bones.
they changed it in the code? I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Nah, I don't know. Poet, let's go find your horse.
We actually have them all tamed in the stables.
I need your wood.
You can have my wood. It's only for
This
you.
is my tunnel, isn't it?
Maybe a little bit. See,
Now
there was this
Fabe's
cave-
coming into other people's territory.
There was this cave, and straight ahead there was already another tunnel, so I moved a little bit to the right, and that might have been yours.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's where I went up there. But if you go back here... How did you find me, by the way? Like, look at this. This is where I came out,
This is my tunnel.
and then there was this tunnel here already.
Right.
So I moved a little bit to the right and dug which ended up being exactly in your tunnel, I see.
I'm in a ravine.
Well, I'll just move
to the left,
too.
I suppose.
I'll move as well, and then whoever digs the next tunnel will be.
Yeah, he's gonna be disappointed.
disappointed too.
I don't know who messed that up, like someone just stuck in this wall here.
Was it someone who found this ravine randomly?
I don't know.
Because I don't see any other tunnels in... Oh, there's one.
Which direction? We're going east,
I have
so
no
we're
idea.
heading towards...
What's east?
I don't think there's anything
Yeah,
out east. Or...
Yadsen. But a lot of people... Was it you?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Making noise like that?
So, Fabe, one question I do have. Has anybody figured out how to fix all the redstone stuff they broke?
What do they
Has
break?
Etho or any of them figured out the fixes yet?
Well, there's a couple new elevator designs, and there's probably a way to fix it. I haven't looked really into it yet. I mean, the item elevator, there's definitely a fix for that. Iron farms don't generally seem to be broken because AdSense is working, so mine just must be messed up in
Yeah,
some
and
way.
Ensign's was never a very good efficiency one, so I saw you mentioned it seemed slow, but I think his has just always been
I was
slow.
AFKing for a long time and I only got a stack out of it. That seemed very little iron to me, but I haven't talked to him since then.
Yeah.
So how
might just-
do these redstone things break, though? Like, what do they do to redstone to break it?
So what happened is that pistons with slime blocks, when you they don't push you up as much anymore. Like they changed that a little bit. I don't know exactly how they changed it, but it doesn't quite work the same way. So my slime block elevators don't work anymore, boosting me upwards.
I did notice that. I was in your base stealing things probably, and and I tried to use your slime block elevator, and I just kind of got pushed and then thrown. to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
side.
They don't boost you that much anymore for some reason. Especially like the first one already always works, but the second one never gets you. I don't know if it's an issue with timing, that they changed the timing a little bit, or if it's really an issue with the slime blocks. I gotta do some experiments in creative.
But what
probably.
I don't understand is that redstone itself is a pretty intricate part of the game,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a pretty good like people have used it for years now and have developed these contraptions. Why are they modifying anything to do with it?
I
at
don't
this
think they're
point?
modifying that. I think something else they do just messes with it, or...
No, but they all already changed the pistons a couple of times, the timings, how long it takes for them to
But
extend.
why? But why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there are still a lot of bugs with that. Like all these butt switches and all that kind of stuff, those are all bugs, and some of them
That-
really
okay.
purpose because people use them for stuff.
Yes,
But
I understand.
There was like a lot of bugs that were like directional, depending on in which way you orient your redstone mechanism in the world, and
Yes,
that's stuff
I-
they try to fix.
Okay.
So
I mean, I guess
that
the
though.
things that we call features are actually bugs sometimes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we can't have an endermite in a chest anymore, or a minecart anymore.
Is that completely broken now?
Yes.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, so
Like-
the end farm is pretty much useless.
Have
Well,
we
that, I
tried
mean, that
both?
was obviously I mean, they obviously didn't think that went through because it made end farms so easy and so, like...
Can you not put them into a boat?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking about.
Yeah, you should be able to. Can you put no mobs in minecarts now? Or is it just endermites that they've fixed?
No mobs, as far as I can tell.
Really?
See,
that
that's...
sounds like a bug.
That's
not-
unnecessary.
Well, that's what someone. That's all that I read. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, because
I
so
don't know if it's
many,
on purpose or
so many
not.
things are like absolutely necessary to transport with minecarts.
That really does not sound like it's on purpose. If you can put no mob into in the minecart, that doesn't make any sense.
No, because that's a pretty critical
Right, I
thing.
mean,
component of the game.
some mobs you can't move in any way without that kind of functionality.
Right. Like the
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to get your gas into the...
Yeah, good thing we got
Yeah.
that one in before.
And that is still in the minecart, so I don't know.
Is your guest still alive?
Yeah, it is.
It tried to blow up his house.
I almost killed it last episode I recorded, but
How
it's
did you
alive.
almost kill it?
Yeah, I wanted to get it out of the minecart last episode, and it blew up some of the glass, and then I just retreated. So it's in a very delicate state right now.
Can you splash those with regeneration or anything?
I would have to read up on that. Oh, I would have to try.
Yeah,
to create
figure
it. I
out
don't
which
not
know.
like
one
the
is
zombies.
which.
Yeah, it should work. So
Woo.
I might try that.
Preserve your ghast a little bit longer.
I mean, hopefully in that cage it just is okay, but yeah.
The
Yeah,
other
the
thing
thing
I
is-
don't. Go ahead, Fabe.
The thing is that I want to put the minecart so it actually moves his face around a little bit, because it always look into the side in the minecart, which is
Yeah.
Oh.
He's picky.
yeah.
He's gonna end
Yeah.
up unleashing the thing upon the overworld, and we're gonna have to just
I
try and
bet
get another one.
Kate really loves that it's so near her base.
Yeah. I'm glad he enjoys it.
Totally.
Oh.
So what else was added? Has anybody? We can't do the flying thing until we do the end.
Although that's gonna be,
That's gonna be a battle.
yeah, that's gonna get bloody because there's only gonna be so many of them, and
The thing is, I mean, I tried one in a single player world, and I couldn't figure out how they work, and I ended up dying. So
They changed it just recently that
they
you have to
don't-
activate it.
they don't fly. They
it's a
glide.
glider, yeah.
So
It is a glider, yeah, which is good because I wouldn't want to have a flying machine. In
But here's the thing: is that instead of giving me wings or whatever, I guess I could probably combine it with a banner. I'm guessing. Is that how they work?
Well, no, I think
No.
I think if you've got a Minecon cape, it automatically takes on
Yeah.
it's just your cape. Then it doesn't overlay that, so your cape will then
Weird.
function as the
Yeah,
flying
I
apparatus.
saw that, and it was ridiculous and stupid.
Tell us how
Because-
you really feel.
Yeah, because it's my Minecon cape times 2 because there's 2 wings, and it just looks really stupid.
Oh wait, so it takes on the texture. I thought it just would be like, okay, so your cape, your cape now works as the flying machine. I didn't think
No. It changes the texture, and they actually did like new
Uh.
textures in the style of the cape. It's not even just the cape texture. They made the textures for the Elytra wings according to the different cape.
And it looks stupid.
Are you wearing Iron Golem? Which one do you have?
I have
He's got
the
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 piston.
piston one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just
I haven't seen the new ones yet.
it
Like-
looks really bad. It looks like they just retextured it. Like I believe you that they probably made new textures for it, but it just looks lazy.
I'm gonna have to
I-
make a new banner for my shield because the lower resolution, my shield looks like crap now with my old banner design.
Yeah,
But
I
either
need a new
way, I
banner
mean, this
design.
is-
I like the rainbow, but it just didn't turn out the way I like.
It was something that I wanted to try out. I tried it. I glided. I took fall damage and almost died. And it was just kind of like,
Yeah, it's
well,
definitely something you have to practice to get it right.
yeah, but they don't last that long, do they?
I think you can
And it's
repair
just
them.
mending and
Do they have
breaking.
durability?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
have durability.
I think you can repair. I don't think initially you could, but I think you can now.
You can repair them, but there's still a limit to that. So you really gotta use the mending enchantment for those things.
Yeah, probably. Because yeah, I mean, there's a limited quantity of them, so
Yeah.
it's gonna get people
I hope
actually
no
want
one
them.
use them recklessly.
By
Well,
recklessly,
it's up
you
to
mean
the
just
person, I guess.
Somebody will have a
if you
pair of
get
them,
it,
and
get
they'll.
one, then you have every right to use it the way you want.
Yeah.
Well, I guess yeah, but if you keep losing them and then take all the others, we'll have to. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Put a rule that you can only allow one per person.
Just, I mean, maybe just start. Just be
Well-
like, get one and.
Because I know
Ah.
that there are some certain people on the server who I won't mention names, but they are the type of person who would go and find every single one in the end and then use them recklessly. Yes.
I wouldn't know anybody like that, except for maybe I do.
Not
So
me.
what we should make sure the most efficient way to do it is just put mending on all of them, so at least they don't run down the durability.
I know Edson got Frostwalker on one of his villagers. I don't know if he's gotten mending yet.
Yeah, I hope you'll find one soon.
I'm sure we'll get it eventually, but...
Yeah, mending is going to be really useful for all that armor stuff and all that not repairable stuff.
Have you guys tried out the frost walking?
Yeah, Edson threw me his boots. He was streaming at one point and I tried it out for a little bit. It's fun.
It is fun and it's kind of cool. It kind of like makes boats obsolete. You just walk across the water.
For sure, because it doesn't use up durability when it creates the frost.
No, it doesn't.
So it's,
it doesn't. That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, I asked Edson that, and he's like, "No, it doesn't. It doesn't use up durability."
You can
so
infinitely just walk on water.
yeah,
that's gonna change.
You can't just stand there. Eventually, I mean, like the ice will break underneath you if you just stand still. But if you're constantly moving, then you can just walk across the ocean. I'm excited with my ocean base. I can build platforms and stuff with it without having to swim. It'll be nice.
That's gonna change. I know it will.
No,
probably. I don't. But I mean, they're supposed to be rare, so I mean, maybe they're just like, okay, you found it in a dungeon. Good for you.
But the thing is that, like, in every mod that's kind of done something similar where you have walking effects, the durability runs down when you walk. So I mean, the fact that they're not doing it is kind of weird.
And maybe it's a bug that they're not. I don't know. With as many bugs
I
as
don't think it's
still...
intended to wear down durability. It's just normal boots with a special effect.
Yeah, like your boots can eventually break too, like any piece of armor.
I guess it's kind of like Depth Strider doesn't wear down as
I guess it's basically exactly like that, yeah.
So that's the time.
Alrighty.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.